This is me, CT Live here on the Dukect Lounge. Phone number, as always, to join me, Dukect, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444, and the call ID to connect me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Well, it's official now that this network is not carrying WrestleMania 30. In fact, they are dropping all WWE pay-per-views. And when you look at this statement right here, it's really very big. This is, to me, a very big type of thing. And we knew this stuff was coming. This network did not cover the Elimination Chamber. But this right here, to me, is, me personally, looks like it's going to be something where the WWE Network really has to show off for WrestleMania. They have to show that they can actually handle the high volume. Last year I heard problems. They did have problems on their online streaming when they had, if you were the WWE, WrestleMania Online, they had problems with that. And they had problems with NXT Arrival. That 2-hour show for NXT and everything else, they had problems with that. People were complaining about, freezes, show just didn't even turn on, what have you. And, when you have stuff like this going on, in fact, DirecTV might not be covering the pay-per-views as well. This is really, really big news. If DirecTV and all these companies do drop, and the WWE Network can't sustain, if they cannot sustain the high volume of people for WrestleMania, and if WrestleMania is bad, I'm talking like, oh my God, this is like the first couple hours and shows. It's basically you can't play it from your phone, your PC, PS3, Xbox One, or what have you, Roku box or whatever. If people are not going to be able to get it, or worse, or something, you can have people who have to download an illegal stream of it, which can make things even more hilarious. How bad would that be for the WWE Network? This could be a huge drop. Something really big. This could be something of huge blowback with WWE. And I feel like, people don't realize, we have the East Coast, all the internet and such, where I live. But again, you have to realize there are other people around the country that don't have, the strong internet providers. They depend on satellites, or depend on dial-up, or what have you, and they can't have the brand speed for this high-quality stream of the WWE Network. This right here could be something really, really, like I said, could be something really bad for the WWE. And it could be something, oh my gosh, it could, because which I will say this, if the WWE Network has a bad showing at WrestleMania, it will affect, I guarantee you, it will affect people buying or keeping the network. I foresee people just not buying the network. They might just give up and say, I'm not going to pluck down $10 a month just to have a crappy pay-per-view stream. People say it's nice for the previews. Like I said before, it's good for hey, I like the old stuff. And I'm working on a show, the WCW Yeti podcast, and for old pay-per-views, and I'll probably continue with W Network for quite a long while, just to, keep up with that podcast and what have you. But it would not surprise me if people are going to be like, hey, they're going to let the payment stop, saying after WrestleMania, or if they have a bad thing for WrestleMania and the subsequent pay-per-views after that, people are going to be like, you know what, I'm not going to go and buy this show. I'm not going to go and buy the WWE Network. And with that prices and what have you, you know it's a great price, and you get this huge amount of stuff. Trust me, people are going to be like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. Screw you, WWE. I'm done. Trust me, people will leave. They will leave, and and people will lose faith in the product, and they will go away. Won't happen overnight, but my gosh, I'm telling you, your WWE better have its act together, because this could be something big, and it could basically destroy the pay-per-view model, and you can actually start people start streaming or what have you. I mean, because let's be honest, if this thing does not work, because the pay-per-view companies say, we need to keep this thing alive, I honestly would get more money to UFC, because, I mean, UFC might be looking to go into a WWE Network format. And I guarantee that might actually be talking about, I would not be surprised with DirecTV or Dish or Comcast or what have you, if they want to keep their pay-per-view business afloat, they might actually invest in TNA, or hell, with the new Jeff Jarrett promotion that's coming up soon. I don't know any more news about that. They said they have more news coming in the next couple of weeks. But let me be real here. WWE pay-per-views are number 3 behind boxing and the UFC. And the UFC is still pretty much pay-per-view based. So do not be surprised that the pay-per-view companies are going to offer these companies like Pro Non-Stop Action, Ultimate Fighting Championship, or all the other big mainstays to stay on the pay-per-view bandwagon, to stay on it, or have be something connected to the streaming, what have you. Because if this thing succeeds, this could be really, because the WWE Network better succeed. Because if it does not succeed, ladies and gentlemen, I can see this could be one of the biggest disasters in recent history, bigger than anything that TNA has ever done. Bigger. I honestly think this has the potential, ladies and gentlemen. If WrestleMania 30 have these bad technical and production issues, like NXT Arrival times 10, this could be so bad, this could be actually worse than what Jeff Hardy did back in 2011 at Victory Road. I know, call me crazy, but it could be that bad. It could be that monstrous. Like, the production qualities are so bad, people are going to leave. They will be like, I don't want to watch this shit anymore. I'm done. Trust me. People will leave. I know people are going to be pissed off at this. Say, hey, why is the pay-per-view company? This is my only way to do it. But the WWE, but you know what? If WrestleMania bombs due to the online issues, and people are going to be pissed off because they can't watch it, I think the pay-per-view companies are going to win in the long run, because the WWE is going to come crawling back to them. Because, again, they have to sustain themselves on these pay-per-view, since they're not going to have pay-per-view, because it used to be 50-50 with the pay-per-view companies and the WWE. Now the WWE is getting more of the profits, and if people are like, hey, I got 1 million, 2 million subscribers, but they leave or have a huge chunk of them fall off, well, guess what's going to happen? The WWE Network might be going away. It might be a here today, gone tomorrow type thing. And they are going to be like, or the WWE Network will not be showing pay-per-views anymore. They'll show replays of the pay-per-view. You can have replays, but the live pay-per-views, they will cut that off. And you will only have the WWE Network is going for pre-shows, what have you, but for the pay-per-views, you have to go through the cable and satellite companies. If this bombs, if this is a disaster, which I'm going to say that if they can't handle NXT Arrival, What makes you think they can handle WWE WrestleMania? I'm hoping it works. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping. People, I'm hoping it works. I'm not rooting for this to fail. I love this idea of the network. I love the fact you can actually do all this type of stuff with your phone, Xbox 360 and everything else. I love the lower price point. I love the fact that, you know what, I don't have to, if I want to watch a pay-per-view, I don't have to order like $50 or $60 or to order a pointless pay-per-view or something or anything of the pay-per-views and everything else. You know, I want a show that I can sit there and say, hey, I like watching the show. I like, you know, going to at least a cheaper, it's available. I don't have to do any of this pirate streaming and all that type of stuff. You know, and all that good stuff and everything else, and stream and everything else. I like to actually, you know, watch a product and you have to pay the guys out there. And I guarantee you with the W Network, regardless of WrestleMania, I guarantee you the pirate stuff will be down. I guarantee you that the piracy will be down because people will look at the W Network. $10 a month equals what, 60? And if you buy it for multiple months or 6 or continue, like, you know, for a year, that's like what, $120? A lot cheaper than ordering every pay-per-view. God forbid it's like an HD pay-per-view where it was like $60 or $70. I mean, seriously, you have to get a part-time job alone just to afford all that stuff and everything like that. Now, at least you can say, hey, I can watch this and, you know, at a cheap and regular price without breaking the bank. And you get more money to the people on the shows, hopefully, like the wrestlers and such, and production crews and everything else. That's my hope. I want WrestleMania 30 to be a huge success and ushering a new great age. That's what I want. But you know what? I think all by getting what you want. But I hope it works. But you know, you hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's what I do with the W Network and WrestleMania 30. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm preparing for the worst. And yeah. Anyway. We'll be right back right after this. I'm going to talk a little about Lei'D Tapa leaving Total Nonstop Action. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Lei'D Tapa is now gone from TNA. And we are going to be right back right after this here on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you once again for joining me, Duke CT. We'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is me, Duke CT. And now I have returned to talk a little about Lei'D Tapa. Now, you don't know who Lei'D Tapa is. She is a female wrestler that is in the Total Non-Stop Action, that is TNA, or Impact Wrestling, if you will. It is supposedly, according to reports, Serene Darin, a.k.a. Lei'D Tapa, she is leaving TNA. She's leaving. She's leaving. She's going to be, she's leaving. Diva.com that supposedly that she is done with TNA. And I quote, is Trina mentioned, tonight, Tapa tweeted a message confirming her departure And it says this: when one door closes, another door opens. Thank you at Impact Wrestling for giving me the opportunity. To my fans, I love you all. And as for the reason for this abrupt departure, Wrestling News World is reporting, and I quote in the Elite section, that Tapa was a ticking time bomb, and showed little willingness to learn. They say that this, along with recent comments made by the Knockout, led to TNA's decision to part ways with her. Wow. And it's sad because I looked at her and she had really good potential. I really think she's supposed to be. I really wanted her to be a really good. But this proves me right here. Evil Lee should have gotten signed. She made her tap out, and I'm like, God damn it, sign her. She looked like she actually was competent, and they did not get her. That just really pissed me off. And Evil Lee, God damn it, TNA, she was right there. You could have had a really good, young, exciting female wrestler with a different moveset. Instead, you get the bland of the bland. I was rooting for her too, damn it. I was rooting for her. But yet, she didn't want to learn and what have you. I hope, well, the door is still open. I really hope she learns. I really hope that she can learn and become a better wrestler because she has the talent. She has she has the look and the talent to go places. But this, why can't you sign Evil Lee or something? And if not, alpha female. I don't know. That's just I'm pissed off. And now you have to root for people now turning heel and everything else. I don't know. I just don't know. And if it is supposedly Lei'D Tapa is going to, it looks like it is official. So she is going to be leaving. It's a shame. But hey, you know what? Again, I really hope that she gets better and hopefully she can come back and become even better and start kicking ass. Anyway, yeah, I'm just pissed off. I just want good female knockouts, and they lost another knockout, and they're gaining Angela Love, who needs to eat something. I'm sorry. Seriously, I might order her a pizza. I might fool to her. Get her something. A pizza, a sandwich, something. This girl is too damn skinny. Like when she attacked Master Rain, I'm like, that's bullshit. Seriously, bullshit. She's too damn skinny. She's like a one whiff of a wind, she can fall off. Like, Jesus. Like, I don't believe that. I mean, good Lord. Give her some, I mean, I don't want to make fun, but for the love of God, someone give her something to eat. Something. A little something. I don't know, but damn. Oof. I don't know. But that's just my personal opinion. But here's hoping the beautiful people in 2014 have a run, what have you. You got one new knockout. Let's get some more into it. Let's get some more. Get Evil Lee signed. Get Shauna for TNA. Get her signed. Get some more knockouts signed. Dang it, and start actually beginning. I'm sorry. I just want the Knockouts division to be good. And it looks like it's not going to be good for quite a long while. And, we're going to be taking a little musical break again. And next, we will be talking a little about the new Metal Gear Solid game that's come out with a bit of controversy, which game I may or may not get, even though it is $30. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and how short it is, and should I get it or not? I want to ask the question to you and my thoughts about it next here on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. Live here on the Dukect Lounge. Phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call date connecting me to Dukect is 92417. Once again, the call date is 92417. And it is time for the March Madness. And boy, ladies and gentlemen, everyone wants that perfect bracket. And well, there's no more perfect brackets left. In fact, one of the biggest upsets might be happening right now is Virginia versus Coastal Carolina, and they're losing. The number 1 seed is losing to a 16 seed. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the biggest upset of all time, and that Virginia is down by 10. This could be like I said, this could be the biggest upset of all time. A 1 seed beating a 16 seed beating a 1 seed, something that has never ever happened in tournament history ever. This could be the biggest crowning moment of all times, and hopefully, my bracket's basically destroyed actually. But no, my Final Four is still here. Duke, I got them up to the front Lead 8, but whatever. But you know what? In the end of the day, I wasn't expecting to win anything. I got a couple upsets. I got, let's see. I had St. Louis beating NC State by 3. Everyone had NC State winning. But, as long as Louisville, Michigan State, Florida, and Arizona make my Final Four, and Michigan State wins it, call me nuts, but that's what I'm feeling right now. I got that feeling. And Michigan State, I think they're going all the way. That's what my personal opinion is. Hey, I could be wrong. Anyway, Metal Gear Solid Zeroes has just dropped. And, a lot of people are good, bad, or indifferent, but supposedly there's some interesting stuff here. And Konami says that Ground Zero is on the 360. You need at least 1.7 gigabytes of free space to install the data hard drive. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is amazing. Oh, that is amazing. So, yeah, you need to have a big old Xbox, regular Xbox 360, not a Core 360 or arcade one. Oh, that's just nice. Well, basically for an hour game, for a 1 hour game. That's, really, part of me is like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played the game, and I might be going to it. Is a lot of people are really pissed off at the length is because, I mean, it's a game that you can complete in 15 minutes, and that's going to be a real problem. Is you got a 15-minute game, and for how much? $30, and You know, I mean, that's just to me really wrong. I know you could do it many ways. You could do this and that and the other. It's just, it just seems like, I don't know, it just feels like, yeah, there's a bit of a ripoff here. And it just is like, well, what's the point of it? What is the real point of having this game unless, you want to play Metal Gear Solid 4? I mean, what Metal Gear Solid 5? And with Ground Zero, so Heart is really good. It's interesting, but the problem is the maintain is so short. $30, at least, I think at best, I think some people are right. I think I'll wait till a price drop. Maybe when there's a sale or something like that. And, Polygon, I think, said an interesting review saying, quote, and the website of Polygon says this is, in quote, considering it staggeringly short and unsatisfying, feeling more like a cash grab than an honest-to-goodness installment in a beloved franchise. And, wow, that's a very, very, very harsh statement. Very harsh statement right there. And to me, that's just, what's the word for that? That's, the word for that is just, the word for that is striking. That's really striking to see that. And it is, and this is the real problem. It's just, it's a big game, but there's nothing, I mean, after you beat the game, you could be like, hell, I guarantee you, if you are a really dedicated gamer and you know where to go, you probably could beat that game in 6 minutes. There's no lengthy cutscenes, there's no cinematic boss fights, and no real storylines for people who love the Metal Gear Solid series. That's going to be a real problem. So until Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain comes out, which I don't know when that is coming out. We might have something from MGS 5, the Phantom Pain. When is that going to come out? The full game? But supposedly, I'm hopeful this could be the last thing here. What have you. So this could be very interesting. I'm hopeful because I don't know when this thing is. The Phantom Pain is going to I'm here hoping that the game does do well because I am a fan of the series. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best because the stealth, the action, how do you take care of the enemies. I really enjoyed that, and here's hoping that they continue on with that path. And I do like the big boss. Anyway, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. And now this is a very short show. I'm getting back to the basics now. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, Dukect. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.